boycott Doom the Dark Ages and bash id Software for this decision? No, you're wrong. So our first comment is in relation to the secret pre-alpha footage that was shown at QuakeCon. It says, id should stop doing these secret reveals. Not everyone has the time to go to a convention center that probably smells like a sweatshop in their stupid cons, man. Hugo betrayed us. Now, I saw this and I'm like, this is kind of out of pocket. I do disagree with it, and I'm keeping it anonymous because we're not attacking the person, we're addressing the argument. So I say, easy now. It's upsetting. I know that it wasn't public, but I wouldn't go that far. Maybe it's a reward to those who went the extra mile. Not everyone can. I wish I could have gone this year, but I'm glad at least some people got to see it. Hugo's done a lot for the community. He joined this server to get feedback for Eternal. I made a Blood Punch analysis video around that time with its faults and stuff, and he really stepped in to try and help. I've also interviewed him, and that was a great time, lots of learning and great discussion. No man is perfect, but I hold Hugo with respect and in high regard for how I've seen him handle the game and community over the years, which can't be easy. He seems like a true fan of the Doom series from all that I've seen over time. And after that, someone else came in and said, yeah, it has had some pretty cool people to work on with this secret project. I have respect for them. So I get where this is coming from. You have to take a plane to QuakeCon, you got to get a hotel, you have to have time off work or whatever it is you need to do, and that costs money and time, and not everyone will be able to do that. So if you're not able to, and like I said, I did not go to QuakeCon, it's like, oh, well, that's special treatment for them. And I would say, yeah, it's a special way of saying thank you for taking your time and effort to come out to this convention and enjoy it with us, and here's some footage that you get to see. Do I wish I could have seen it? Absolutely. I would have loved to see all the cool things that are there, but I understand that this was a special treat for QuakeCon attendees, and more or less from everything we've heard online, it was pre-alpha footage, so it's not like it was a final finished product that was going to be what we are going to see in-game. And so then I come back in with another comment saying that I've talked online to a handful of devs over the years, and they've all been great. Even the late night hours messaging Jason O'Connell on Twitter about the 5 Marauder Easter egg. That took forever to find. He posted a picture of Easter eggs and there was World Spear and it was there. We may not agree with that decision, but we have to realize that it wasn't made out of malice or spite, but a reward for those that are there. And other people say that they're both excited and worried about Doom the Dark Ages. And this says, now don't get me wrong, the game looks fire and I'll definitely play the heaven out of it. But I'm worried about the negative repercussions surrounding this game due to what happened with Mick Gordon. I fear that there are people that are going to boycott the game and protest id Software development over them screwing over Mick. QuakeCon is coming soon at the time of the post. It's probably not going to have an excited audience as usual, but an angry mob. If this isn't properly acknowledged by id Software, things are going to get worse and could potentially harm the sales of Doom the Dark Ages, which would be a real shame because it looks really cool. As we saw, none of this happened. QuakeCon went without a hitch and it looked like a really good time for those that got to attend. And I think it's just a little bit of worry in there because we look at this, back when this whole thing happened, Mick even said, to those taking action against the game, please spare a thought for all the talented people who worked incredibly hard to make the game you enjoyed. The team's work, which drew critical acclaim, deserves celebration, and their efforts should not be the target of a protest. See, boycotts are an interesting thing, right? They're meant to make a point and really stand your ground and show where it hurts with the wallet, right? Well, see, things don't always work that way as you plan. Now, remember the Left 4 Dead 2 boycott? I won't give you all the details, but basically they were boycotting the game, Valve flew them out to play it, they enjoyed it, and people that boycotted the game ended up buying it. I'm not saying that everybody would. If you want to boycott Doom the Dark Ages for whatever decision you can, I can't stop you. It's what you want to do. However, I don't think that it might be not the best way, like Steam review bombing. Not the best way to go about it. This says, you know what other game had a boycott? Like an actual boycott because the creator of the franchise is a big old meanie and there's a legitimate reason to not support her franchise. Hogwarts Legacy. It was the best-selling game of the year. I doubt the general gaming population gives a crap about what happened to Mick. Now, I see that last line, and I am very interested because I think when we see online, we are seeing only the 1% of people that play Doom and Doom Eternal and the whole series. We are only seeing a small part. This is the same way as if you go online, you watch a YouTuber, they're playing Ultra Nightmare blindfolded with their hands behind their back, tied, playing with their toes. The thing is, that is not the norm. What you're seeing is a skewed perception of what the average is. I've talked to plenty of people, and folks, I know them, who say, I play Hurt Me Plenty. What's quick switching? I don't know what that is. We get this bubble, or we get this perception, it's skewed. What we see is not an accurate depiction of the grand total. So remember when the trailer came out for the TV with the rap song that everyone hated? Well, everyone in the circle. We weren't the target market for it, the target audience. Therefore, we didn't like it, but a lot of people probably did. That's the whole thing. I made a whole video about that years ago. This says, adding on to the boycott train. They never work, nor do people have mentality to actually do one. They always fold, or the company just ignores them after a bit and it ends. It is too beloved, and Mick does not have more influence than the entire franchise of Doom. If the entire sub was polled to choose between never hearing it and Mick never releasing music again, or never playing a Doom title again, especially with the Dark Ages in our near future, the gamers would choose the game. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of people are going to still play the next Doom game because what we've heard with the trailer music sounds amazing, and there's some really cool covers of it online. Goes on to say, I hate the situation after I read about it. The 2016 end credits felt really crappy. Mick's music may have been one of the make-or-break reasons that I played through it and recorded my entirety of the last 2 titles to rewatch and jam to, but I'm not boycotting the Dark Ages. I'll be waiting until reviews though. Screw pre-order culture. I actually did pre-order Doom Eternal because I had good faith in the game and I really wanted to see what was going to come of it, and I was really excited. I believe we should come at it from a different perspective like this. What do you think? Join the Discord and check out the next Dark Ages video on your screen here. Thanks for watching.